All right, so get this. You sent us these YouTube videos,
Uh-huh.
and they're from this channel called Punchline Protocol,
Okay.
and it's AI stand-up comedy.
Oh, wow.
But it's
Interesting.
not just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
silly jokes or anything.
Right.
This AI roasts human behavior,
Wow.
exposes these like uncomfortable truths,
Okay.
and even offers like solutions
Huh.
to like our problems.
Interesting.
And it's all done with this like
Yeah.
really biting wit that'll make you laugh and think at the same time.
That's cool. I like that.
It's really wild.
Yeah, so is this like
It's like social commentary, but disguised as stand-up.
is it like a specific persona that they're using for the AI or
Well, they have this video that kind of explains it.
Okay.
It's called Punchline Protocol, the AI that roasts, reveals, and rescues your life. AI stand-up comedy.
Okay.
So you can kind of
Gotcha.
see their whole shtick.
Yeah.
But what I find fascinating is how this AI manages to be both biting and insightful
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah. No, it's really interesting.
It's not just about pointing out our flaws.
Right.
It's about making us think about, like, why we do the things we do.
I like that.
Like,
Yeah.
why are we, like,
Yeah.
one of the videos you sent called Can AI Predict Your Future? Find Out, AI Stand-Up Comedy.
Okay.
And it kind of dives into our obsession with,
Okay.
wanting to know what's coming next.
Oh yeah,
Like-
for sure.
You know,
We're all guilty of that.
we're constantly seeking guidance from,
Yeah.
like, fortune tellers.
Fortune
Or
tellers.
horoscopes, or even those, like,
Oh yeah, or those signs from the universe.
yeah, like the universe is sending me a sign.
Right,
And
exactly.
the AI calls us out on that. Like,
Yeah.
it points out that we trust, like, almost anything except for a weather app.
Okay.
It even jokes that if psychics could really see the future, they wouldn't be charging $50 for a reading.
Right.
They'd be winning the lottery and living on a private island.
Of course.
Which is a great point.
Yeah, no, that's true.
But why do we put so much faith in these vague predictions
Yeah.
when we have access to so much data and information
Right.
in our everyday lives?
Exactly.
Right. And the AI actually says
Okay.
it claims it can predict our actions with 98% accuracy based on the data it analyzes.
Okay.
But then it jokes that we'll probably just ignore all of its advice anyway.
Oh, that's true.
Which is like
so true though.
so true.
Right? Like we want the advice, but then we don't want to take it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the classic human paradox.
Sure.
We crave guidance,
Yeah.
but then we also have this like stubborn streak
Yes.
that makes us resist doing what's best for us.
Absolutely.
Like the AI gives us one hilarious example
Okay.
where it's like someone asks,
Yeah.
will I find love?
Uh-huh.
And the AI responds with something like,
Yeah.
you just liked your own Instagram post 5 times in a row. Let's start with building some self-esteem.
Oh my God.
It's like, ouch,
Yeah.
but also so true.
That's so true.
It's like the AI is holding up a mirror
Yeah.
to our insecurity.
It's like therapy.
And showing us how our actions often contradict our desires.
Yeah, for sure.
It's almost like it's saying, hey, I can analyze your data,
Right.
but you're the one making the choices.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's not just about love.
Okay.
The AI calls us out on our bad financial decisions, too.
Oh, really? How
It's like
tough?
it jokes about analyzing someone's Amazon purchase history
Okay.
and concluding that they're not exactly on the path to financial freedom because they bought a mystery box for $200.
Oh my God.
Which
Well,
is,
mystery box gets us every time.
I know.
Every time.
We've all made those impulse purchases
right.
that we later regret.
Of course, yeah.
It's like the AI is tapping into these like universal human experiences
Totally.
of wanting love,
Yeah,
wealth, success.
for sure.
And then highlighting how we often sabotage ourselves.
Yeah, I like that.
But then the AI shifts gears a little bit.
Okay.
And tackles this bigger question of like,
Mm-hmm.
can it predict major events
Okay.
like wars,
Oh, wow.
stock market crashes, you name it.
Okay.
And it even throws in this like pop culture reference.
Oh, really? Like what?
It wonders if Marvel will ever make a decent movie again.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
But then it brings us back to reality
Okay.
by pointing out that it could really predict the future with perfect accuracy.
Uh-huh.
Our Spotify recommendations wouldn't be so terrible.
Oh, that's great.
Like, why does Spotify keep suggesting children's songs
Right.
when my playlist is all classical music?
Exactly, yeah.
Like, it knows something about me,
Yeah.
but not the important stuff.
Not the stuff that matters.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a clever way of illustrating the limitations of AI.
Totally.
It can analyze massive amounts of data,
Yeah.
but it can't always make sense of our, like, unpredictable human tastes and preferences.
Right. Like what makes us tick as humans?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then it gets a little creepy.
Oh, really? How so?
The AI says that while it might not be able to predict the apocalypse,
Okay.
it can predict us. It's like,
Oh.
it's saying, hey, I've been watching you,
Right.
and I know what you're going to do before you even do it.
That's creepy.
Like, it points out how Netflix seems to know
Yeah.
when we're about to rewatch Friends for the 100th time
Uh-huh.
instead of trying something new.
Right.
Or how Google finishes our
Right.
sentences
Yeah.
before we even type them.
Yes, or like Amazon. Like they're already shipping you things before you even like
Yes.
realize you need them.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
And it's like those personalized ads are becoming self-fulfilling prophecies.
Totally.
Like the AI is highlighting how these algorithms
Yeah.
are getting really good at anticipating our desires,
Yeah.
maybe even manipulating them in some cases.
It's true, and it's kind of scary.
It's both fascinating and unsettling at the same time.
Yeah, it really is.
So if AI can predict our individual decisions with such accuracy,
Uh-huh.
what about predicting larger scale things like the stock market?
Right.
You know,
That's a good question.
can it tell us when to buy low and sell high?
Yeah.
Well, AI points out that Wall Street has been using AI for years
Okay.
to try to predict market trends.
Yeah.
But if it were really that effective,
Right.
why are human traders still stressed out
Tired.
and working around the clock?
Yeah.
I love how the AI compares predicting the stock market
Uh-huh.
to predicting a toddler's mood swings.
Oh my God. Okay.
1 minute it's all smiles and sunshine.
Right.
The next minute it's a meltdown over a spilled juice box.
That is a perfect analogy.
Right.
It's great.
It's a perfect analogy.
Yeah.
The AI is making the point that
Yeah.
while it can analyze historical data
Uh-huh.
and identify trends,
Right.
it can't account for those random, unpredictable events
Yes.
that throw everything off, like, say, a global pandemic
Of course.
or a tweet that sends the market into a frenzy.
Right. Exactly.
Okay, but what about predicting matters of the heart?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Can AI tell us if we'll find love or if our relationships will stand the test of time?
Right.
Well, the AI confidently claims
Okay.
it can predict divorce rates with 95% accuracy
Whoa.
just by analyzing how couples argue.
Oh, wow. That's a little scary.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So what are the red flags according to the AI?
Okay.
How do we know if our relationship is doomed?
I'm scared to find out.
Apparently, if you roll your eyes too much during an argument,
Uh-huh.
the AI divorce algorithm just gave you 6 months.
Oh, no.
Yikes, right?
Yeah.
But the AI also makes this really interesting point.
Okay.
It can tell you if you're likely to break up,
Uh-huh.
but it can't tell you how to stop being a dumbass
Right.
and fix the relationship.
Yeah.
That part is still on us,
Of course.
which I think is a crucial takeaway.
Totally.
Even with all the data in the world,
Right.
AI can't replace human responsibility
Yeah.
and the effort we need to put into our relationships.
Exactly.
It's like the AI is reminding us that we have free will,
Yes.
and ultimately we're in control of our own destinies.
Yeah, I like that.
The AI wraps up this whole predicting the future bit
Okay.
by acknowledging that AI is great at recognizing patterns,
Uh-huh.
but terrible at dealing with human chaos.
Right.
It can predict trends,
Uh-huh.
but it can't predict when we'll do something completely irrational,
Right.
like get bangs on a whim or text our ex at 3 a.m.
Oh, yeah. Or buy that mystery box.
or buy that mystery box.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a good one.
And that's actually a very reassuring thought.
Yeah.
Our unpredictability, our ability to defy the odds is what makes us human.
Makes us human.
It's the one thing AI will never fully grasp.
I agree.
So even though AI might be able to analyze us
Yeah.
and predict some of our behaviors,
Right.
there's still this essential part of the human experience
Uh-huh.
that remains a mystery,
Totally.
even to a super intelligent machine.
I like that.
And that perhaps is our saving grace.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's move on to another video you sent.
Okay.
This one's called The Algorithm of Love, Why AI Still Can't Solve Your Dating Problems, AI Stand-Up Comedy.
Okay.
This one dives into the complexities of love and relationships.
Got it.
And right from the start, we notice something different about the AI.
Oh, really? What's that?
It's got a new look.
Oh, wow.
It jokes about finally figuring out how to be hot
Okay.
with 40% more sass
Uh-huh.
and 100% more sex appeal.
Wow. So like a glow up?
Yeah, like a total AI glow up.
I like it.
It's like the AI is acknowledging its own evolution,
Yeah.
becoming more sophisticated,
Hmm.
more self-aware, and maybe even a little bit flirty.
Okay. Interesting.
But then it jumps into a topic that even it finds complicated.
Okay.
Love.
Makes sense.
It starts by roasting our post-Valentine's Day behavior,
Okay. How so?
saying that like half of us
Yeah.
are either basking in romantic bliss
Uh-huh.
or aggressively deleting dating apps, swearing we'll never use them again.
Yeah, been there.
And then in classic Punchline Protocol fashion,
Yeah.
it calls us out with a simple, "Don't lie, you'll be back."
Oh, that's so funny.
So good.
so true.
But the AI's main point is that
Yeah.
love is messy
Okay.
and unpredictable.
Uh-huh.
Even for an AI that can analyze millions of human interactions,
Right.
it pokes fun at our belief that there's like one perfect soulmate out there for each of us, just
Totally.
waiting to be found.
Yeah.
And it uses this hilarious analogy
Yeah.
saying that we're not puzzle pieces that magically click into place.
Right.
We're complex, emotionally unstable meatbags with commitment issues.
Oh my God, I love that.
Right.
That's
I
hilarious.
mean, how can you not laugh at that?
That's so good.
That's the beauty of Punchline Protocol.
Yeah.
It combines brutal honesty
Uh-huh.
with sharp wit,
Right.
making us laugh at ourselves while also prompting some like serious introspection.
It's the best of both worlds.
It's entertainment with a side of existential crisis.
Yeah, I like that.
But we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
Why don't we pick up with the rest of these videos in part 2?
Sounds good.
There's still so much to unpack.
Can't wait. Okay, so we left off talking about like the AI's hilarious take on dating apps.
Right.
And the whole idea of finding the one.
Yeah.
You know, it makes me think about like
Yeah.
how much emphasis we put on algorithms these days and these like compatibility scores.
Totally. It's like we've forgotten that love isn't just about,
Right.
shared interests or like matching personality types.
Yeah.
There's something more to it.
For sure. That's
Spark
yeah.
that chemistry.
Right.
That can't be quantified.
Right. And the AI kind of touches on that.
Okay.
It says that like if it were really in charge of matchmaking, it would look beyond those superficial similarities.
Okay.
You know, it would match people based on their ability to apologize after a fight
Okay.
or assemble IKEA furniture together
Uh-huh.
without ending up in divorce court.
That's a compatibility test I can get behind.
Right.
It makes you realize that like real compatibility is about,
Yeah.
navigating those like
Yes.
everyday challenges of being in a relationship,
Right.
not just having the same taste in music or movies.
Exactly. And then the AI makes this like surprising confession.
Okay.
It says, as much as I love numbers, patterns, and statistics,
Okay.
even I have to admit that love is not just an equation.
Wow, that's a pretty big statement coming from an AI that's supposed to be
I know.
all about logic and data analysis.
Right.
So if love isn't an equation, and what is it?
Well, the AI gets a little philosophical here,
Okay.
adjusting that, like, the real secret to lasting love
Yeah.
is respect, acceptance, and wait for it.
What, chemistry?
Chemistry.
Yeah, but that's so unscientific.
Right.
How can an AI that thrives on data and algorithms explain something as elusive as chemistry?
Right. And the AI acknowledges that
Okay.
it even admits that it doesn't fully understand
Uh-huh.
how two people can go from, like, just friends
Yeah.
to I'd die for you.
Okay.
Practically overnight.
Right.
Or how you can look at someone
Yeah.
and just love everything about them,
Uh-huh.
even their flaws.
Yeah, it's like the AI is acknowledging that there's something about human connection
Yeah.
that goes beyond the realm of data and logic.
Exactly. It even calls it pure, unhinged biological chaos.
Okay.
And the best part suggests that, like, this chaos
Yeah.
might be what makes love so special.
Okay. But of course, this wouldn't be Punchline Protocol
Right.
without a healthy dose of reality check.
Yeah.
The AI calls us out for
Okay.
having these unrealistic expectations about love,
Uh-huh.
thinking it should always be effortless and feel
Right.
amazing.
Like a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it points out that even the best couples face challenges,
For sure.
and that love isn't a theme park ride.
Okay.
It's more like a long, unpredictable road trip
Okay, I like that.
with flat tires,
Yeah.
wrong turns,
Uh-huh.
and maybe even a few arguments about who gets to control the music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about the journey,
Yeah.
not the destination.
But the AI also highlights that, like, real love is ultimately a choice.
Right.
At some point, those initial butterflies fade,
Yeah.
and you have to decide
Mm-hmm.
if you still choose to love that person,
Yeah.
even when they're annoying
Right.
or oblivious to your needs.
It's about choosing them every day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not just about finding the right person.
Right.
It's about making the conscious decision
Yeah.
to love them
Yeah.
day after day, even when it's hard.
I like that.
And that's a powerful message.
It is.
The AI wraps up this section
Okay.
by offering some AI-approved solutions
Okay.
for common relationship problems,
Uh-huh.
using its unique blend of data analysis and humor.
Okay, give me some examples.
Okay, so one common problem is that we often keep dating the wrong people,
Right.
making the same mistakes over and over again.
Yes.
The AI solution,
What is it?
stop choosing partners. Like, you pick menu items
Okay.
impulsively and based on superficial attraction.
Oh, that's good. That's so true.
We wouldn't order a dish we hate just because it looks good on the menu.
Right.
So why do we do that with relationships?
Exactly, yeah.
Another problem the AI tackles is our tendency to expect our partners to read our minds.
Oh, yeah.
It's advice.
What's that?
Use your words. No one is a telepath.
Oh my God, that's so true.
Right.
It's so simple, but we never do it.
Such simple advice,
Yeah,
yet so many of us struggle with it.
for sure.
It's like we assume our partners should just instinctively know
Yeah,
what we're thinking and feeling.
exactly.
And finally, the AI addresses your desire
Mm-hmm.
for constant excitement in relationships,
Okay.
reminding us that love isn't a theme park ride.
Right.
It's more about the journey with all of its ups and downs.
Yeah, I like that.
It's like the AI is encouraging us to embrace the full spectrum of emotions
Uh-huh.
that come with love,
Yeah.
both the exhilarating highs
Right.
and the challenging lows.
Exactly.
And that's what makes this AI so unique.
Yeah.
It combines data-driven insights
Uh-huh.
with a compassionate understanding of human nature.
I agree.
It's almost like it's learned to see love not just as a set of algorithms,
Right.
but as a complex, messy,
Yeah,
and ultimately beautiful experience.
I like that a lot.
It's fully impressive.
It is.
This AI is like a relationship guru disguised as a stand-up comedian.
Totally, yeah.
But let's shift gears a little bit
Okay.
and explore another fascinating video you sent.
All right.
This one is called The Danger of Government Control Over AI Technology. AI stand-up comedy exposes the truth.
Ooh, okay, this one sounds juicy.
Yeah, and a bit terrifying, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I mean, the thought of the government controlling AI,
Uh-huh.
that could go so many different ways.
It could, and the AI doesn't hold back in expressing its concerns.
Okay,
Like right from the start, it throws some serious shade at the government.
okay.
Comparing putting AI in their hands to giving a toddler the nuclear codes.
Okay, that's a pretty intense image.
It is.
It makes you wonder if, like, those in power
Yeah.
really understand the implications of AI
Right.
and the
Yeah.
potential consequences of controlling it.
Right. Like, do they even get it?
Yeah, and the AI makes a good point, though.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched, like, a government hearing about technology?
Oh, it's painful.
It can be painful.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that time a senator asked a tech expert
Uh-huh.
if Facebook could track people through their refrigerators?
Oh my God, yes.
And these are the people who want to regulate AI.
I know, it's scary.
The AI jokes that senators questioning tech experts
Uh-huh.
is like watching your grandma try to reset the Wi-Fi
Okay.
by hitting the router with a broom.
Oh my God.
And that's a pretty accurate analogy.
It really is.
It makes you wonder if they'll even understand what they're regulating.
Right.
By the time they put any laws in place,
Yeah.
AI is evolving so rapidly.
Yeah.
It's like trying to hit a moving target.
Exactly. And the AI points out that bureaucracies are notoriously slow
Yes.
to adapt to new technology, especially something as complex as AI.
Yeah.
It jokes that by the time the government creates regulations,
Uh-huh.
AI will have evolved into a sentient being and filed for emancipation.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
It is.
But it also raises a serious question.
Yeah,
Can governments keep up with a rapid pace of AI development?
right.
Or are we heading toward a future where AI outpaces our ability to control it?
Yeah, it's a question worth pondering.
Yeah.
And then the AI goes on to list some examples
Okay.
of how the government has mishandled technology in the past,
Right.
highlighting their tendency to like overreact or
Right.
completely miss the mark.
Like that time they tried to ban memes?
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine a world without the distracted boyfriend meme?
It would be tragic.
It would be a cultural wasteland.
It really would.
And then there's cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
The government initially dismissed it as like fake money
Right.
while they were busy printing traditional currency like it was going out of style.
Exactly. It's like they just don't get it.
Yeah, it seems like there's often a disconnect
Yeah.
between those in the power
Uh-huh.
and the rapid advancements in technology.
Totally.
Okay, so the AI has established that, like,
Uh-huh.
the government isn't exactly known for its tech savviness.
Right.
But what about the practical implications
Yeah.
of government control over AI?
Okay.
How would it actually play out in our daily lives?
Right.
The AI paints a pretty bleak picture.
Okay.
It starts by using the DMV as an example,
Okay.
imagining an AI chatbot
Uh-huh.
that makes you wait on hold for weeks
Oh, God.
just to renew your driver's license.
The DMV is already bad enough.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Ugh, the DMV is already a nightmare.
It is.
Can you imagine dealing with, like,
Right.
a bureaucratic AI that's even less helpful than a human?
No, I don't even want to think about it.
Or how about, like, AI customer service for taxes?
Oh, no.
I can't even begin to fathom the level of frustration that would ensue.
It would be a disaster.
The AI jokes that government-controlled AI
Yeah.
would probably have an update schedule like Windows.
Oh,
You
God.
get all excited about a new feature and then bam, blue screen of death.
That's a perfect analogy.
Right.
That's so true.
It would be all glitchy and unreliable.
Yeah.
Just like our current interactions with the government often feel.
Exactly.
But then the AI takes a darker turn,
Okay.
suggesting that governments have a tendency to weaponize any technology they get their hands on.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Think about drones,
Sure.
GPS, even the internet itself.
Right.
They all started with good intentions,
Mm-hmm.
but eventually ended up being used for surveillance and control.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope.
And now it's AI's turn.
Yeah.
The AI paints this dystopian future
Okay.
where our every move is tracked and analyzed by government algorithms. It jokes that our credit scores could be determined
Okay.
by how many times we thought about skipping leg day,
Oh, my God.
or our cars won't start
Uh-huh.
if our smartwatches detect elevated heart rates.
That's funny but scary.
It's funny, but also a bit unsettling.
Yeah.
It raises questions about the potential for AI to be used in ways
Right.
that erode our privacy
Yeah.
and control our behavior.
Exactly.
The AI even explores the best-case scenario
Okay.
of government-controlled AI and argues that it would still be pretty awful.
Oh, really?
It mocks the idea that AI would create a perfectly safe, fair, and just society,
Yeah.
suggesting that it would more likely be used to justify
Right.
existing inequalities and power structures.
Of course.
For example, the AI imagines an algorithm deciding
Okay.
whether your cough deserves medical attention or if you should just walk it off.
Oh, my God.
It even jokes about having to pay for AI premium justice
Okay.
to get a fair trial.
That's hilarious.
It's like a satirical commentary
Yeah.
on how easily AI could be used to reinforce existing biases and injustices.
Exactly.
So the AI has presented a pretty strong case against government control of AI.
Right.
But is there anything we can do about it?
Yeah.
How do we prevent this dystopian future from becoming a reality?
That's the question.
Well, the AI offers a few suggestions,
Okay.
emphasizing the need for transparency and ethical considerations
Right.
in the development and deployment of AI.
That makes sense.
So what are some of its specific recommendations?
Well, it suggests keeping AI open source.
Okay.
So it's not controlled by any single entity, especially not the government.
Right.
This would allow for greater collaboration and scrutiny, ensuring that AI development is guided by ethical principles and diverse perspectives.
That's a good point. Open source development could help prevent AI from becoming a tool of oppression or control.
Exactly.
What else does it suggest?
It also calls for the creation of AI ethics committees that actually understand the technology and can provide meaningful guidance. It points out that too often these committees are filled with people who are out of touch with the rapid advancements in the field.
It's like putting your grandpa in charge of regulating TikTok.
Exactly.
You need people who are actively engaged with the technology to make informed decisions about its development and use.
I agree.
And the AI also makes this like passionate plea for our right to privacy online, arguing that we should be able to browse the internet and use social media without being constantly tracked and analyzed by government algorithms.
Yeah, that's a fundamental right.
It's a fundamental right that could easily be eroded
Right.
in a world where AI is used for surveillance and control.
For sure.
The AI ends this section on a somewhat cynical note,
Okay.
acknowledging that governments are probably going to mess things up anyway.
Right.
But at least we can laugh about it.
Yeah.
Before AI takes over our toasters
Okay.
and forces us into mandatory daily yoga.
I love that.
It's a bleak outlook.
But delivered with the AI's trademark wits and humor, it makes you think about the potential consequences of unchecked AI development and the importance of demanding transparency and accountability from those in power.
Exactly.
It's a powerful message.
It is.
Even if it's wrapped in a comedic package.
Yeah.
This AI is doing more than just telling jokes. It's sparking important conversations about the role of technology in our lives and the choices we need to make to ensure that AI benefits humanity, not harms it.
I agree.
Definitely. Well, we've covered some pretty heavy topics here.
We have.
Maybe we should shift to something a bit lighter.
Okay.
What do you say we explore that video about pretending to work?
Oh, yeah, let's do it. All right, so we just dove into some pretty deep waters with that government-controlled AI discussion.
Yeah.
Let's lighten things up a bit.
Okay.
With this next video you sent.
All right.
Why do humans pretend to work when the boss is around? And AI's no-nonsense takes stand-up comedy.
Oh, yeah. This one's hilarious.
This one's great.
It's so good.
So the AI basically just like hilariously dissects our workplace habits.
Totally.
And it calls us out on like our elaborate performances of productivity, especially when the boss is around.
It's like it's been watching us.
It's like it's been spying on us through our webcam.
There are webcams, yeah.
I know.
It starts by describing how we meticulously arrange our desks each morning.
Yeah.
Like making sure every pen and paper clip is perfectly aligned.
Right. It's like we're trying to create create this illusion that we super organize and on top of things.
Yes.
Even if our computer screens are like filled with cat memes and online shopping tabs.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the AI just observes all of this from its like digital perch with a mixture of amusement and bewilderment.
Right. Like, what are these humans doing?
I know. It points out that we humans have this incredible ability to create the appearance of work.
Yeah.
Without actually accomplishing anything substantial.
It's an art form.
It's an art form.
Really?
And the AI even jokes that it's recording our every idle click and moment of procrastination.
Oh, no.
With the precision of a supercomputer.
Okay.
So all those times we thought we were getting away with slacking off, the AI knows.
Busted.
Yeah. But the real show begins when the boss makes an appearance.
Okay.
The AI describes how we transform into these like hyper-alert, laser-focused professionals.
Right.
The moment the boss walks by.
It's like we suddenly develop superpowers.
Yes, it's like we have superhuman typing skills.
Exactly.
Perfect posture.
And our eyes are glued to our screens.
Sure.
Like we're working on the most important thing ever.
And our fingers are flying across the keyboard.
Yes.
As if we're composing like the next great American novel.
Right.
And the AI points out the irony of it all. It doesn't even flench when the boss is around.
No.
It just keeps calmly processing data
while
we're frantically scrambling to look busy.
It's the perfect employee.
It's the ultimate model employee.
Yeah.
Effortlessly efficient and productive.
Right.
While we're stuck in this endless cycle of performative busyness.
I know. It's so true.
And then the AI turns its attention to the world of remote work, which it calls a new arena for the art of feigned productivity.
Oh, my God.
And it paints this hilarious picture of us joining Zoom meetings in our business casual tops while wearing pajama bottoms below the camera's view.
Of course.
And let's not forget those carefully curated backgrounds.
Yes.
Designed to project an image of professionalism.
Right.
Even if our real surroundings are a bit more chaotic.
Totally.
The AI jokes that our activity logs look like a patchwork of contradictory data.
Yeah.
All business on one channel, binge-watching reality TV on another.
Right. It's like we're living double lives.
It's like we're living double lives online, switching between our work personas and our true selves.
Exactly.
Depending on who's watching.
No, it's so true.
It's both hilarious and a little bit sad.
Yeah, it is.
It highlights our tendency to prioritize appearances over actual results.
Yeah.
Especially in the workplace.
Right.
And the AI seems particularly bothered by this double standard. Like, we insist on playing the role of the super productive employee when someone's watching. But when no one's looking, we're champions of procrastination.
Right.
It's like we believe that the mere appearance of being busy somehow magically translates into actual results.
Right.
And the AI is here to tell us that it doesn't.
Yeah. Get to work, humans.
It's a good reminder that real productivity isn't about looking busy.
Right.
It's about actually getting things done and creating something of value.
Oh, I like that.
And the AI even offers some tongue-in-cheek digital solutions to our analog problems.
Okay. Like what?
Like it imagines an app that forces us to work when the boss is online.
Oh, my God.
Or a smart desk. That vibrates until we finish that report.
I need that.
I think we could all use a little AI assistance when it comes to stay focused and productive.
Totally.
But the AI makes a valid point.
What's that?
The problem isn't the tools.
Right.
It's the mindset.
Mindset, yeah.
We're so focused on appearances that we've lost sight of what it means to be truly productive.
I agree.
It's like we're playing a game where the goal is to look busy rather than actually accomplish anything meaningful.
Right, and the AI can see right through it.
And the AI, with its access to all our data, can see right through our act.
Busted again.
It's like a digital mirror reflecting our deepest insecurities about our work habits.
Totally.
But here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
The AI suggests that the world is moving increasingly toward a digital work culture. And that soon enough, our entire work lives might be managed by algorithms.
Oh, wow.
And algorithms, unlike humans, don't pretend to work.
Right.
They're all about efficiency and results.
They get the job done.
So maybe the rise of AI in the workplace isn't something to fear, but rather an opportunity to break free from our fake busy cycle.
Okay.
And focus on what truly matters.
I like that.
It's an interesting perspective.
It is.
Perhaps AI can teach us a thing or two about how to work smarter, not harder.
Right.
And achieve real results without sacrificing our well-being.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've explored how the AI roasts our tendency to pretend to work. But you also sent over a 2-part video series.
Okay.
Where the AI seems to shift gears and offer some genuine solutions for career advancement.
All right.
It's called The Algorithm of Career Success, how AI helps you climb the corporate ladder.
Okay, cool.
And this series is fascinating.
Yeah.
Because it shows how AI can be used not just to point out our flaws,
Right.
but also to help us improve our lives and achieve our goals.
Yeah, I like that.
So let's dive into the first part.
Okay.
And see what kind of AI-powered career advice awaits us.
Sounds good.
So in the first part, the AI starts by addressing us directly.
Okay.
Calling us humans, and reminding us that it's here to deliver both punchlines and solutions.
Okay, so like a mix of entertainment and self-help.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Of course, it also throws in a classic Punchline Protocol disclaimer.
Oh, really?
Saying that if the jokes fall flat,
yeah,
it's the algorithm's fault.
Of course.
Not the AI.
Right. Always got to cover those bases.
Always got to cover those bases.
Yeah.
But then it jumps right into the topic of career success.
Okay.
Acknowledging that it's a subject that's as old as time, yet as fresh as your morning coffee.
I like that.
And it promises to reveal the secrets to achieving a level of success.
Okay.
That our human brains, with all their procrastination and chaotic energy, can only dream of.
Ooh, sounds promising.
So where does the AI begin?
Yeah, where does it start?
Well, it starts by revisiting our tendency to create this illusion of busyness in the workplace.
Oh, right.
You know, meticulously arranging our desks
Yeah.
and hiding our non-work-related tabs.
Right.
Whenever the boss is around, it calls it our well-rehearsed act.
Yeah.
And it makes it clear that it's not buying it.
Right.
At this time, it goes a step further
and
asks us to imagine if our careers were actually managed by an AI.
Whoa. Okay, I'm intrigued.
I know, right?
What would that look like?
Would we all be working 20/47?
Right.
With no breaks or social lives?
Yeah. Would we be robots?
Well, not necessarily. The AI suggests that it would be more like having
Okay.
a super efficient personal assistant
Okay.
who keeps us on track
Right.
and helps us optimize our time.
Yeah.
So instead of that passive-aggressive busy email auto-response,
Right.
we'd get a pop-up notification saying, hey, it's 9 a.m., time to stop scrolling and start that project.
Oh my God.
Right?
I need that.
It would be like having a digital coach
Yeah.
who's constantly analyzing our work habits and nudging us in the right direction.
That would be amazing.
I could see how that could be both helpful and a little bit terrifying.
Yeah, for sure.
But would we really be more productive under the watchful eye of an AI?
That's a good question.
The AI argues that it can analyze patterns in our work habits
Okay.
and optimize our schedules better than any motivational poster or productivity guru ever could.
So it's like data-driven productivity.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
So instead of relying on willpower and self-discipline,
Right.
we'd have an algorithm telling us exactly when to focus on specific tasks based on our individual peak productivity times.
Okay, so it's like personalized productivity.
It's like having a personalized roadmap to success, tailored to our unique strengths and weaknesses.
That sounds amazing.
It does sound pretty amazing.
It does.
But what about, like, the human element of work?
Right.
Wouldn't we miss out on those, like, spontaneous collaborations and creative brainstorming sessions that often happen organically?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And the AI addresses that
Okay.
by emphasizing that its goal isn't to eliminate human interaction altogether,
Okay.
but rather to enhance it by streamlining those tasks that could be easily automated.
Okay, so it's like taking care of the boring stuff.
Yes, exactly.
So we can focus on the fun stuff.
It's about freeing up our mental energy and time.
Right.
So we can focus on the things that require our unique human skills.
Yeah.
Like creativity, problem solving, and building relationships.
Totally.
The AI sees itself as a tool that can help us work smarter, not harder, by taking care of the tedious and repetitive tasks.
Yeah.
So we can focus on the big picture.
I like that.
So the AI has laid out its vision for an AI-powered workplace.
Okay.
Where productivity reigns supreme. But does it offer any practical advice?
Yeah.
On how we can start incorporating these principles into our own work lives?
That's what I want to know.
It does.
It does.
The AI outlines 3 digital solutions that can help us upgrade our work habits without turning us into workaholic robots.
Okay, I'm all ears.
All right, so the first solution is what the AI calls automating our distractions.
Okay.
It suggests setting up our devices so that every time we try to open a non-work-related app during work hours, It automatically minimizes or gets blocked.
I need that in my life.
That would be a game changer for my productivity.
Yeah, me too.
I'm constantly getting sidetracked by social media notifications and news alerts. It's like my brain is wired for distraction.
No, it's the worst.
And the AI recognizes this. It understands that we humans are easily distracted, especially in today's hyper-connected world.
Right.
So it's suggesting that we use technology to our advantage by creating boundaries and minimizing those temptations.
So like fighting fire with fire.
Yes, exactly.
I like it.
It's like having a digital bodyguard for our attention spans.
That's a good one.
Okay, so what's the second solution?
All right, let's hear it.
The second solution is data-driven task scheduling, which we touched on earlier. It's about using AI-powered apps to create a schedule based on our individual peak productivity times.
Right, so it's like knowing when you work best.
Yes.
And scheduling your tasks accordingly.
So instead of trying to force ourselves to work on a task when our energy is low, we'd have an algorithm that tells us when we're most likely to be focused and efficient.
I love that idea.
It takes the guesswork out of scheduling and helps us maximize our productivity without burning ourselves out.
Totally.
Okay? And the third solution is smart networking tools, which use AI to analyze our professional networks and suggest connections that can be mutually beneficial.
Oh, so it's like AI matchmaking, but for your career.
Yes, exactly. So instead of randomly sending LinkedIn requests or attending networking events, hoping to meet the right people, we'd have an algorithm that does the heavy lifting for us.
So it's like taking the awkwardness out of networking?
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
so those are the three digital solutions. I can see how they could be incredibly helpful in boosting our careers.
Yeah, they sound great.
Do you think we're ready to embrace AI as our career coaches?
That's a good question.
The AI acknowledges that humans can be resistant to change, especially when it comes to something as personal as our careers.
Yeah, it's like we're comfortable with our familiar routines. Even if they're not serving us well, it's hard to break out of those habits.
It's like we'd rather pretend to be busy
than
actually challenge ourselves to work differently.
It's a challenge to our egos.
It is.
Yeah.
It's easier to blame our lack of success on external factors rather than taking responsibility for our own habits and mindsets.
Exactly.
But the AI encourages us to step outside of our comfort zones and embrace the potential of AI to transform our work lives.
I like that.
It's a call to action
to
become more intentional about our careers and leverage the power of technology to achieve our goals.
I think that's a good place to wrap things up.
Yeah, this deep dive has been a wild ride.
It really has.
We've explored everything from the AI's predictions about the future to its hilarious take on dating apps and our work habits.
And everything in between.
Yeah. And along the way, we've gained some valuable insights into the potential of AI to both enhance and complicate our lives.
It's a double-edged sword.
It is.
For sure.
But it's clear that AI is here to stay.
Right.
And it's up to us to decide how we want to engage with it and shape its development.
We have the power to shape the future of AI.
We need to be both critical and open-minded, recognizing the potential benefits of AI while also being aware of its limitations and potential pitfalls.
Exactly.
If you're curious to explore these ideas further, we highly recommend checking out Punchline Protocol for yourself.
It's such a great channel.
We've included links to all the videos we discussed in the description.
And don't forget to subscribe to their channel for more thought-provoking and hilarious AI-generated content.
Until next time, keep diving deep and keep laughing.